Are you having trouble with Jesus? This week, Brother Mike brought a message talking about 4 types of people who have trouble with Jesus. And he discussed one person in particular named Herod, who was on the throne in Jerusalem. And so he brought the question to us, who's on your throne? Herod had trouble with Jesus because he was sitting on a throne which he didn't belong. It was a throne that belonged to Jesus. And so I want to ask us 3 questions today. 3 questions that reveal who is on our throne, because that's a great question. And the first question I think that will reveal this is, what are you scared to lose? Now, because the reality is this, what has you're scared to lose. And I want to give this example. This weekend we were at the lake, and my daughter Eleanor, she's only 19 months old, and a good friend of ours has a little baby who's just a couple of months old, and Eleanor was holding the little baby, and she had her in her hands, and when we tried to take baby Lulu away from Eleanor, she just put a death grip on her, and she was like, I am not letting go, I am not letting go. Now, I know it's kind of funny, but the reality is we're all holding on to things like that too. And Eleanor was scared to lose. She wanted to hold her. She loved her. There was something that she really wanted. And what's that thing for you? What are you scared to lose? When you think about it in your own mind, I can't do without this thing. The reality is that thing may be on the throne in your life, and that causes trouble and problems with Jesus. The second thing is, how do we spend our time? Listen, the reality is this. The way we spend our time shows what we value. And so this week, I'd just like to encourage you, maybe sit down and look at your phone. You can go to the battery and see how much percentage of your battery is used on different apps. So you can actually see how much time you spent or get a good picture of that on your phone. Think about and we're not talking about work, because you have to work. But how much time extra do you spend at work and maybe neglect your family? Maybe how much time do you spend at the ball field, or how much time do you spend watching TV? Studies show that we say we don't have enough time in America, but yet families are still watching 3 to 4 hours of TV a night. And so it's just a really good question that we need to ask. How are we spending our time? Because it reflects what we value. The third thing is, how do we spend our money? Jesus talked about money a lot. And the reality is, we need to look back at our finances and think about and look and see, where is our money going? I believe financial reflection reveals our heart's affection. Jesus said it this way. He said, where your treasure is, there your heart is. We have a tendency to fall away from putting our money and our time and what we're scared of to lose. We're going to fall away from God. Our tendency is not to go towards Him. As the song says, we're prone to wander. Lord, I feel it. We're all prone to wander away from God, not wander into Him. So we need to be reflecting on how we spend our time, how we spend our money, and those things that we're just so attached to, we're so scared to lose. And those things will reveal what's sitting on our throne, and we can begin to remove the troubles of Jesus in our life. Thank you for watching today's Whiteboard Wednesday. If you want to check out Bro Mike's entire message, go here. If you want to connect with us on social media, and if you would like to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can get this update every week, here, click here.